Hello and welcome to the B-Roll Podcast, episode 11. I'm Tommy Stanton Jr., co-founder of WABC Studios, and I have a massive ass cold.
And I'm Dutch Kent for DK Films, and I feel perfectly fine.
And I'm Blake Morgan from WABC, and I'm going to give Dutch AIDS.
Oh, I am dying. Oh, episode 11, how are we feeling, boys?
I'm feeling good because I'm not sick currently.
I'll make you feel different.
I still blame Fateful Findings.
That was
Right?
like 3
Oh
weeks
my
ago.
God.
It planted the seed.
It did.
Yeah, bro. We're that fucking movie like sucked the life out of you guys in the podcast. Like we had two
listen.
shit movies in a row. We had fucking that and I Love You,
Dutch.
Philip Morris.
Dutch, listen. I was bored at work, and I saw another Neil Breen film. It was like
That is so great.
No, Twisted Pair. It was Twisted Pair. And
Yeah,
I
that's the
watched
sequel. Or it's not really a sequel, but it's like the film he
Sequel.
made right after Fateful Findings.
Yeah, I watched like 2 minutes of it, and I couldn't believe it. Like I thought, it's like I'm done wasting my time.
I'm shocked that you even considered.
Why even
No,
think
yeah.
about it, bro?
I was curious, and I regretted it.
What if all of his other films were like 5-star masterpieces and no one knew because Fateful
Yeah.
Findings was the one that blew up, bro?
Yeah, you fucking open that shit and it's just like whatever your favorite movie is, it's just like almost the exact same start. It's like,
Oh
holy
my-
shit.
It's Neil Breen dressed as Clint Eastwood, dude. Holy shit.
That'd be fire. I'd watch that.
Well, hi everyone. I'm still sick, but I just wanted to let you know that there's spoiler warnings for Michael that just came out last week and Fight Club. Just an FYI, enter at your own risk. So now that we're all back from watching Michael, and by all I mean just me, and by back I mean I have a theater at home.
That's true. Yeah, I told you guys this before the podcast, before the audience. I was gonna go watch this yesterday and I had like the tickets booked and everything. And then I realized I like valued my time and I just didn't go watch it. So yeah, I could have watched this and I could have talked about it for you guys, but I don't care about you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say that the film was not that bad, but the fact that it ended on a to be continued for a Michael Jackson film just absolutely pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah,
Listen,
Go ahead, Blake.
Go ahead.
No, go
Okay.
ahead, Blake.
If they have to do a fucking to be continued on a Michael Jackson movie, think about what the Beatles movie is going to be like. I don't want that to be a to be continued. And if that's the case, it's going to be like 4 years of Beatles movies.
The Beatles cinematic universe, bro.
No,
Oh,
you didn't know.
God.
You don't know how they're doing that. You don't know how they're releasing the Beatles movies. You haven't heard
How
about
are
that?
they? Oh my God, they're gonna go like a George Harrison movie, a Ringo Starr movie, a John Lennon movie, a Paul McCartney movie.
Then they're gonna
Is
do
Yeah,
a
that how they're gonna do
prequel.
it?
and then,
They're making 4 separate movies, one for each Beatle, and they're releasing it on the same day. So they're all going to be in competition with each other, and it's going to be like 12 hours of movies. Like
I
that's
gotta
it's
fucking-
insane.
Wait, we're not bullshitting?
No, I'm 100% serious. And like
What?
they think that's a good release strategy. Like they're all going to be competing with each other for separate movies about the same topic. Like
Are they
it
even
literally
on
like the worst
They-
business decision that you could
Are
ever
they
make.
on the same? Are they on the same company, or are they all different?
Same like yeah, same company, same producer. They're all being made to be like companion pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sailing the 7 seas to just specifically not support them.
I don't know if I can watch 12 hours of
I mean, I
fucking
really
Beatles
like the
movies.
Beatles.
I'm sorry.
And I could.
If
but
I
would
like
be happy
one
with
of
that.
them, I guess I don't know. That's a good question. Is
If
it
you
like
guys
is it like specifically tailored? Like, is it like a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, or is it literally person?
four separate movies, like just their own thing.
That is so gross. Why?
I don't know, but they're gonna make no money because only the diehards are gonna fucking watch those, dude.
Yeah, that's me. I'm probably gonna throw a lot of money at this.
If you guys can watch all 4 of the fucking shit ass Beatles movie in 2028 or whenever it comes out, you guys better be able to watch Fanny and Alexander, the 6-hour long Bergman.
Is John Lennon in it?
I'll watch it.
Yeah,
He's in it.
yeah, he's in it.
Lennon in it.
Don't fucking lie to me. you fuck.
He's at the He's at the post credit scene. You got to watch all the way through to
The
see.
post-credit scene of a 6-hour movie.
I hope
They didn't have enough time to tell their story.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
I'll
actually a
fucking
teaser for their
sequel.
sequel. Dude, that's like if there's a fucking sequel to the Abraham Lincoln movie. The fuck? The story's already there. Why can't you tell a story with it?
Well,
Listen, there's only one Abraham Lincoln movie I like, and it's Abraham Lincoln the Vampire Slayer. That deserves
Oh
a
my
fucking
God.
sequel. That deserves a sequel,
I don't know
gentlemen.
what
I'll
the
tell you
hell. I don't
what.
even know what that means.
well, when it comes to Michael, I don't think it was supposed to have a sequel. I mean, this is pretty common knowledge in the film world, but originally they were gonna have the third act explore basically all like I don't know how do I say this the crimes that Michael Jackson may or may not have committed, and the Michael Jackson estate basically hijacked the production and invested a lot of money in order to like really like clean up Michael Jackson's image and like make sure that doesn't get in. Yeah.
No.
Like the script was
That's-
completely different. They were going to release it I think last year, but then they had to like do reshoots and cut out the whole originally planned third act.
Oh, that's such a pussy
Yeah,
move,
that's-
dude. That's some Bohemian Rhapsody shit right there.
Made by the same producers.
Oh.
I don't get why they didn't just delay it.
No.
I don't if they're going to make a sequel film, I imagine that's what they would have to explore, but like
Yeah, like wait.
I don't know. They're gonna have the same problem. Like they're not the Michael Jackson estate is not gonna want that to be made. So I don't know how they're even gonna explore that area of his life.
Then it's not possible
What
to
is-
make a movie with it.
Yeah,
You can't make a PG-13 out of an R-rated life.
I'm pretty sure
Like-
I'm pretty sure Michael, like the movie, ended in like the early 90s. So they don't really have too much left besides that.
Yeah, it's just that.
Like
90s
maybe
and
the Super Bowl
2000s.
halftime show, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, it was just like 90s and 2000s is when it like started to be like controversy with
Yeah.
him. You know, like the tabloid magazines were like all over his ass, and he was
Mhm.
getting those like
yeah.
those interviews you see on YouTube where people are like asking him about he's like sleeping with kids and
Yeah.
shit. You know, it's that era of his
Yeah.
life. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah, like he's just gonna say, "Oh yeah, I did that." Like, come on.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
so
I think fucking censorship is gross, especially from.
They tried to do the same thing with Rocket Man. You guys know about that?
Yeah. I
Yelp-
mean, I don't.
Okay. So, like, they made Rocket Man 2019, and they went over with Elton John like thousands of times that they wanted it to be like PG-13. And he goes, "I snorted so much cocaine off of hard dicks and fucked so many guys and went through rehab. I didn't live that kind of life, and you can't do that." Like, he had to really push for it to be accurate. Like,
That's
Elton
based-
John tried to kill himself like 12 times, like fucked a lot of dudes. Made it very clear what he did. It was just ridiculous, and I think they were just trying to make it like. I think they were trying to block out the part that he was gay, even though that's like a huge part of his story.
Yeah.
It's all kind of fucked up.
Yeah, and
And
it's
if
like
they're doing
these-
the same thing with, if they're doing the same thing with Michael, then like you might as well just not even release the fucking thing.
That's true. I
and
agree.
it's these movies are all the fucking same. This music biopic like genre. It's always like they start off as a kid, someone recognizes they're a genius.
Yeah.
It shows how they make all of their songs and they're like how they did it, and then they play the song and then the audience cheers, and then it ends with like their biggest moment or like this giant concert that's super cool and awesome and all the audience loves it, and then right at that climax it ends. Like every one of these films is like that. Literally every one. It's so boring and lame. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like I haven't seen Michael, but I would put a big bet that's the plot structure of Michael.
Yeah. He literally just well, yeah, pretty much. Except it fucking ends before the. There's like 3 climaxes And like the objectively lamest of the three climaxes was the last one.
Really?
And it just kind of made the whole ending kind of fucked. Cuz like the pacing was all right. Like it was relatively quick and they were slowing it down like the story of the Pepsi hair when his hair caught on
Oh,
fire, went to the hospital,
burned the
all that.
scalp and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they spent a good 20 minutes on that, and like it was pretty decent. Like I was kind of into it, like his relationship with his mom and his dad, really into it. Boom, to be continued. End. Whole experience ruined for me. Like I gave it a 3 stars, and that was heavily carried by the great music, good acting, and the especially the father performance. But
Become like such a cynic on the music field though, because like same thing with like a Mario Galaxy movie where it's like everyone's praising the music, but like sure, it's music that's from a good game that was made for something that wasn't the movie. So it's like, can I praise a Michael Jackson movie for having good music? Like I could go on YouTube and listen to the Michael Jackson music right now. Like I don't know.
yeah, I
Like,
understand that point of view, but I don't really. That's kind of hard to judge in a sense because it is part of the film experience,
I
and
don't
I
know.
would
I
say
guess it's
it.
more impressive to me if it's made just for the film, like if it's new original
Yeah,
music.
that's true. I agree.
I think a lot of them should go into the stuff that wasn't released because that stuff that isn't released is really good. Because
Hmm.
most stuff that those artists write don't get released because it's deemed by their marketing not popular. And when it comes to Michael Jackson in specific, um, it's really different because he has so much shit that's unreleased still, being held by the estate and their family. Like, they released a bit of demos after Jerome Jackson died, his dad. And also, that begs me to another point. Tommy, how much do they focus on the relationship between Jerome and Michael? Like, his dad and Michael?
That's like the whole point. Like,
It's the whole movie?
yeah,
Okay, well, then they did something right, because
yeah, that was
Jerome was
yeah.
a huge thing for Michael. Huge
So wait,
piece
who
of
runs
shit.
the who do you? Is it literally their family that runs that estate, or is it like the owners of the
Right, I don't,
license
right.
or whatever?
Well, it used to be their dad, Jerome, and then
Hmm.
he died, and then the rest of the Jackson Five didn't want to be a part of it anymore because it just reminded them, like, oh, hey, my dad beat me, so I could be a better musician. So I think Motown owns it, or owns most
I
of
want to
it.
say that this film, like, it painted a very good picture on the record label guy. Like, it
Yeah,
made him look
but
like a saint for no reason.
well,
Like,
then that's wrong. That's just
yeah,
completely wrong.
like he was
Jerome,
like, Michael's like, oh, I really want this solo album, but I want it on MTV, and I want it, and they're like, MTV hasn't posted a black artist in like their history, and
yeah,
Michael's like, this is what I really want. And the record label's like, I'll do anything for you, Michael. And he picks up the phone and
that
he
is
says,
so
put
not
Michael
fucking true.
Jackson on MTV right now, or I'll pull. It was like
So
very
not fucking true.
unnatural because you kind of
Oh
expect
my
this guy to
god.
be a dick, but
Yeah. Oh
I
my
don't know.
god. Okay.
There's
Well,
you can kind of see the weird shenanigans going
yeah.
on in the film.
Okay. Sooner or later, I'm gonna recommend a biopic. I'm gonna recommend a good biopic. Okay. It won't be next week or the week after or the week after that. But I'm gonna recommend one, and I highly recommend you guys study
Can we just skip
because,
Dutch's
like,
wreck and go straight to that?
you can.
What?
Yeah.
I've given two of my wrecks have been added to your top 10, Tommy. I had one ironic shipwreck, and now I'm the scum
No,
of the
dude.
earth.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you get when you recommend Neil
Dude,
fucking
speaking of
Breen.
wreck, I forgot about my wreck, bro.
Yeah, we should probably get to the
Oh
main
yeah.
point of the film or of the
Let's do
podcast.
that.
All right,
Yeah, let's do
well, um, episode 11, it was my turn to wreck, and I recommended Fight Club. Not because I had a huge history with it, but because it was a film I've never seen before, and it's pop culturally still holy shit. Pop culturally, decently relevant. So it's also one of those films that I've heard all my life. You gotta watch Fight Club. The first rule of Fight Club is shut the fuck.
True.
All right. Well, I watched it literally like last night. Got my notes. Here we go.
Spoiler
First,
warning for
yes,
Fight Club.
there's a spoiler warning for Fight Club if you haven't seen it, and Michael. I guess I'll just add a spoiler warning at the start.
Okay.
This film is definitely an all-time classic. I'll start with the few issues I had with it. The narration was overbearing at the start. There is probably about 25 minutes of just straight narration, and probably after about 15 minutes, I started to get a little sick and tired of it. I wanted the scenes to liven up, like I wanted the scenes to tell the story. I understand the importance of the narration and all that, but it felt really hand-holdy, especially at the start. It got better as the film went on, especially after like the first 30 minutes of the narration they pretty much stopped the narration completely until the big moment, climactic moments, which I was fine with. I was fine with the narration at the very end, but the very beginning was just ugh. But I feel like the opening narration being long really did affect the climactic narration moments. It made it like, oh, this again. And I feel like if there was less narration at the start, it could have made those moments a little harder. The tone was kind of all over the place a little bit. But I believe it's an artistic choice. Like, obviously, the huge twist at the end kind of flip-flopped the perception and the tone of the story. And, like, once the twist happened, it just kind of, the whole tone changed, and it, like, made you... I liked the twist. I liked both sides. Like, I liked the start. Like, you could have told the story of them being two separate people, and it would have made just as much sense as if it was the first guy, or the same guy, sorry. Holy shit, this cold is making it so hard to speak. I just put so much effort into every word that I speak.
Okay, we're gonna kick you off the podcast because you're sick.
Yeah, for real. Tested positive for bang. Alright, now on to the positives. I really liked the messaging. It had an interesting dynamics with thoughts of capitalism, mental health, and also a very, very intriguing piece of toxic masculinity and other men's issues. Like, this bitch came out in 1999, and you could have replaced, what the fuck is that guy's name? Tyler? Well,
Tyler Durden.
yeah. You could have told me that that's just Andrew Tate in a funny mask, and I probably would believe you.
Oh my god.
Like those weird fucking incel beta groups. Like, obviously that was a thing in 1999, but it literally reminds me of how those stupid fucking incel groups get power. They take advantage of men with no like purpose, and they fulfill them by turning them into sheep.
Think I have who hated it for this later, but like that's actually a big point of conversation around this film because those kind of people are the ones who like love this movie. Like this movie is so fetishized in like the manosphere and shit. Like same thing with like American Psycho, like where they like completely misunderstand the point of the entire story. Yeah, like this people love this movie in that area, in the manosphere, and like that's why a lot of my who like I think one of my who hated it involves like how a lot of like the worst men you know like love this film. Like it's like I don't know.
They are pointing and saying, "Hey, this is stupid. Why?"
It's literally like the same dudes who like fetishize like Walter White. They like completely miss the point of like the whole story. Yeah, they have no media literacy. But yeah, we can talk about that more later. But that is
like
that's an interesting point.
That kind of reminds me of like when there was an episode of South Park where they made fun of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
and Charlie Kirk changed his profile picture to Eric Cartman, and everyone started cheering like, "Oh my god, South Park is so base!" And it's like, bruh. Like, how do you misunderstand it that fucking bad?
Yeah.
That's like watching, like, that's like if you were, like, instead of the Lion King, like, Scar, instead of it being Scar, it was your face, and then you sat there and you're like, man, dude, Scar, he was the cool character, man. There's some base, they understand me. What are we talking about?
Yeah, it's
But,
the stupidest people, you know.
yeah,
Like, I mean, they have no fucking media literacy. They just watch a movie and like it's the same type of person. We'll have this conversation when we get to Poor Things, but it's like people, the same kind of person who watches Poor Things and is like, "Oh my god, this film like endorses pedophilia," blah 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 blah. It's like just because something's shown on screen doesn't mean
yeah,
it's
literally.
being
No, that,
endorsed. Like that, you, it's a basic part of like media comprehension is understanding that things can be shown on
God,
screen
get
and
this
not
guy
be
a
good.
loudspeaker and put him in every single household in America, please.
Hey, I'm fine with
Oh
that.
my god. What the fuck?
Well, anyway, yeah, I wanted to bring that up. You can
But yeah,
continue
no,
your
that
thoughts.
shit. That's just so dumb. Like, why would you assume? Whatever. But dude, this film came out in 1999, and it still rings true. The toxic masculinity points, those pointless. They nailed it. Like, especially like the big group scenes towards the end of the film, where like all these fucking weird bald dudes are just like standing around there, just like you. The what was it? Operation Wreak Havoc or something? I forgot.
Something very 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It also kind of mixes in with like the whole twist at the end that the narrator was Tyler too, and it's just like, don't they ever question his fucking weird ass switch? And
Exactly.
it's just like it kind of shows their incompetence in a sense. Like they don't question shit. Like they were
It makes
told not to question shit, and they never question shit. And that kind of speaks to like that sheep mentality that this film really nails. I it's a good and bad thing. Like it's good and like the twist is good for the sense of like holy shit, these guys are buffoons. Like why would they go along with it? And they don't question it, and they don't deter anything. And at the same time, it's kind of like so absurd to the point where it becomes unrealistic. But it's kind of it's a mixed bag for me. The twist, I'm fine with it. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. Good performances all around. My favorite performance was I gotta find her name. Helena Bonham Carter as Marla. I thought Marla was like my favorite character. Her reactions were like confusing. She was an intriguing character at the start. He's kind of like this vision in his head. Like it keeps going. Like her like reactions to the narrator were like intriguing. Like she was an intriguing character, and then the twist happens, and boom, completely recontextualizes her reaction. All of her actions made more sense. I thought she was a very well written character. I think she a great performance. Yeah, everything like that. Yep, the pacing not really an issue for me. Um, like there was, I really liked the start. I wish they would have kind of brought up the beginning because like the first 15 minutes, it feels like they're building up to something with like him pretending to have all these things. Really, the only payoff for that is meeting Marla and was it Bobby? Bob? I forgot the man with
Yeah.
tits,
Yeah.
the meatloaf.
Man,
I'll call him
Meatloaf.
meatloaf. But yeah, I feel like that could have had a little bit more of a payoff, but I did think that start really contextualized his character, like desperate for attention, that sense, but the overall pretending didn't really lead to anything, which didn't have any huge issue with. It was just small things. Yeah, I enjoyed my time with it, and I could definitely see why it's a all time classic. All right, who would like to go next?
I'll go next. I'll let Blake finish it off, change up the structure here a little bit. Um, I think this film was like super fucking 90s, bro. That is like the very first thing I noticed about this. Like, especially towards the beginning, like the way the editing and like the camera moves and it's like all cool and epic is like so 90s. And I think that era of filmmaking is like always really funny for me because of that. It's not a good or a bad thing. I just think it's really funny whenever I see that like
Especially
really
like that
cool
opening
like
credits.
yeah, it's like this
Yeah, it's like this fucking
cool music.
sci-fi.
Yeah, cameras fucking moving around all crazy. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I was giggling at that, but I kind of like that 90s camp. I kind of enjoyed that. Um, I really like speaking of like the editing and how that was like super 90s. I also just liked the editing in general. Like I really liked the clever incorporation of Tyler through like quick like 1 to 2 frame flashes at the start of the film where he just like
Hmm.
just pops on screen. You can't even really tell it's him if you don't pause. But it's really cool, and I think that's like a creative way of like hinting at a twist. Um, I also really think the editing is good at like establishing like a sense of rhythm along with the music. Like this movie really has a good pace. Like it really moves in an interesting way. It really has like a pace you can vibe with. I like the atmosphere of where anything could happen. Like things just fucking happen. They aren't explained. Metaphors are literal, such as like the plane literally being shown to like crash, instead of him just explaining that the plane is crashing. So I like that. The cinematography and lighting is really good in this. I think it's really dynamic and nice to look at, especially compared to like the Netflix lighting that we see now, where it's like all flat commercial lighting. The biggest issue I probably have with this film, I've seen this film a lot. I said that when you recommended it. I've seen this film like a fuck ton of times. It's just one of those classics. But like even like having seen this a lot, the last time I seen this, I was probably 12. Don't ask why a 12-year-old was watching this film a lot, okay? I've always had interesting taste. Um, but I forgot almost all this film except for like the twist, really, and like the very end. But like, even having seen this, I do think the twist is kind of obvious, and maybe this is a hot take, but there's a lot of scenes that are like almost too much for me. Like, here's an example. I think the scene where you see like a flash of the narrator like having sex with what's her name, uh, Marla, and
Hmm.
then like the next morning Tyler walks out and like he boned Marla. That's like so obvious to me. Like the fact that we like literally see the narrator having sex and then Tyler comes out and he had sex. To me, that's like almost too much information that immediately connects the dots for me. Um, I just think there's like too much information that uh clues me in on what's kind of happening. And even if that wasn't true, you could argue that maybe it doesn't give too much information. Maybe my perception's been warped because I've seen this a lot. But either way, it's a problem knowing the ending because I kind of just was like impatient throughout this film, just kind of like waiting to get to the plot twist. And it led to the film not being like super gripping to me. So this film isn't as interesting on a rewatch like all these years later because I know what's coming, like that main big twist is already kind of revealed to me. So yeah, the twist doesn't like really work for me in that way anymore after all these years, after all the times it's been parodies, like how obvious it is watching the film. Um, I love the line. This is my favorite line for the movie. One of the most iconic lines. I've always loved this line. The line where Marla says, "I haven't been fucked like that since grade school." That line always fucking gives me
Yeah,
whiplash.
dude.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
line, like, oh, even after like rewatch after rewatch, every time I hear that line, I like my head is like I just like shake my head like what the fuck, like what? It's such a it's a hilariously dark line. I love it.
Hmm.
Another problem I had with this film was I think some of the logic of the film is weird. Like I could accept that Tyler and the narrator are the same person, but like in the final fight, like it literally shows like Tyler like dragging himself like across the ground and shit on the camera.
Hmm.
Like, how's he doing shit like that? Unless it's like literally magic. Like I don't like that's like you try getting on the ground and like that quickly pulling yourself across the ground, like dragging yourself across the ground. Like I don't understand that at all. Or like the scene where like they're holding the gun to that like guy's head and like they're like having a debate about like no we can't do this blah blah blah
Hmm.
blah, so like is that guy like the guy who had the gun to his head? Is he just like seeing this schizophrenic like argue with himself and with like a lot of the scenes don't make much sense like with the plot twist in mind. So I think it's kind of sloppy. Also, I thought it was super funny that a few scenes after that, Tyler like beats the shit out of that guy, or not Tyler. The narrator beats the shit out of that guy, and Tyler's like, "Dude, you're a psycho." Like he calls the narrator a psycho for beating the shit out of that guy. But like literally like 2 scenes before that, Tyler was like holding a gun to a guy's head. So like that seemed like kind of funny to me that he would dare call someone else a psycho. Um, I also think it's super interesting. This is a very common theme in a lot of these 90s movies where people were breaking out of like this comfortable conformity that was like the peak of the issues people had in the 90s. And like our generation does not relate to that at all. Like to have that kind of like comfortable, high paying job, nice furniture, nice shit. Like that sounds awesome. But in the
True.
90s, they're like, hell no, we need to start a revolution because this shit's so boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was funny. But yeah, that's about my thoughts. I like this film. I think it's good, but I have a few major issues with it. Blake?
Oh, Blake. Did we lose him?
Hi, Blake.
Okay. All right.
What is he doing? Is he gagged?
Uh,
Fucking him?
He was not joking
Listen.
about the jorking it while we're talking.
Yeah, he was
I
mid
never
beat.
said-
He didn't
never
get to
said
finish.
Okay, so I will say I was excited when Tommy recommended it because I haven't seen Fight Club in years. I think I first watched it when I was like 14. And I remember like watching it, I'm like, fuck yeah, Brad Pitt, Edward Norton. That just sounds like it's fucking awesome, right? And overall, I think the acting's fucking amazing. I think Edward Norton like fits the obvious like tired of his life, down on his shit, needs a change, like midlife crisis, right? I think it's just been done before, you know? Like there's so many movies where there's like your typical loser and like something happens to him and like his life just gets better. But I guess this is kind of different from that, but not so much. It fits that same architect,
see
I
that,
guess. And I like the difference on it. And I'll be honest, I really didn't think of the masculinity stuff. Right? It didn't really cross my mind. But I also wasn't like, fuck yeah, let's fucking destroy shit and kill people because I'm a man, right? I wasn't thinking like that. I was overall just like it's a very unique and it's very different from most films, which I like. It really did kind of help desensitize like my way into starting to watch movies. Um, I really like the camera work, even though it's a '90s movie, and oh boy, those got some. You know, not all of them are great, and you can really tell. It's weird to think that a decade can be classified as like its own style. You know, but overall, I think I think the acting is great, the casting's great. I love the shots. I also like the concept. And I will say the first time I heard of the twist, I was generally impressed. I guess I wasn't looking into it that much, or I didn't think it was less. I didn't think it was super obvious, like Shutter Island obvious, but
How did I know that was coming?
I do agree with Blake though. I do think it is less obvious than Shutter Island.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's so fucking ingrained in pop culture and like parodied and everything. I was just like, and I've seen it so many times. It was just like, maybe just on retrospect, it was just super obvious. But
someone
it did
that
make the film more boring
As
for me.
someone that watched both of those films, I fell for the twist both times.
Well, you're not like a fucking cynical asshole who like is like autistic about every scene, okay? And like,
see, me and Dutch. See, Dutch and I, we don't have lives. We just sit here and we just don't have fun at all
I'm
when
just
we
like
watch
frolicking in a field.
it. Yeah. You think the world's sunshine and rainbows, don't you? You fuck. But no, I would say I was impressed. I didn't think the the twist was too out of the league. I thought it was very interesting though. I read the book. I will say though, the book that this movie is based off of, I read it, and it's like 8 times better than the movie. But that's like most the case with most books written into movies. I highly recommend you guys go read the book. There is even a sequel to the book. I haven't read it, but I don't think I'd be excited for it.
I heard those were received less well than the first book.
Yeah, so I probably won't read it. But anyways, the book is really good. They really nailed a lot of stuff in the movie, which I thought was really nice. The way that Tyler Durden is described in the movie or in the book is so exactly parallel to the movie, and they fucking nailed it. It's like when you look at the two actors, right? You have like the casting director deserves a fucking blowjob for this one, all right? Like when you picture our main character, he's not a very attractive guy. He's not on Sexiest Man Alive. He's just your average normal dude, right? You normally don't think that someone like this could do all the shit he does. So that's why they throw someone that he wants to be, like more handsomer, like Brad Pitt, right? This guy's a headliner. He's done a bunch of shit, and I like to think he's exactly what he wants to be. Tyler Durden is just what our main character wants to be, and I think that's really cool that he's just slowly becoming that guy that he wants to be, even though he himself is still fighting it. I really like that significance, and I think they really nailed that with the casting stuff. And get the fuck off of my screen. Wuthering Heights keeps popping up on Letterboxd, and it sucks.
What the dude? I was like, what the fuck? Where is this going?
Blake crash out, bro.
He's
Dude,
like,
I'm
this
trying to look at
This was pretty good. Get the fuck away from me!
Blake just turned into Tyler, bro. He went from the narrator to Tyler. Just
Yeah, that
switched.
was my time. But
Yeah.
listen, but me and him are two alike, man. We're the same person.
He's literally me.
But point being, it's a great concept. It's a great movie. It does have that stereotypical '90s stuff, but I can ignore that for the sake of it. It's good. All right, this is a good film. The casting's great. The acting's amazing. A lot of actors actually got their start on this movie. I don't know if you realized it. Helena Bonham Carter and Jared Leto are in this one. I don't know if you guys realized that, but I think one of my favorite parts was watching Jared Leto get his shit beat in. That was pretty nice.
Dude, that's crazy because I read that Jared Leto was part of this cast and then didn't recognize him or remember he was in it. So that has to be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's Blondie. He's the
Yeah,
blonde guy
yeah,
that
yeah.
gets his fucking
Yeah,
shit
but like
beat in.
I just didn't recognize him. So maybe this film did a blessing to me because if I would have remembered that was Jared Leto, like full star reduction, bro.
Oh my god, dude! It's like when we saw the Fantastic Four movie and like the previews and shit.
Yeah, you were getting pissed. I was like,
Dude,
wait, you like
no.
Jared Leto?
Listen. We were at the Fantastic Four movie. Last summer, I think.
Yeah.
And we're watching the credits or the previews, and the preview for Tron comes on, right? And I'm like, fuck yeah! Like the trailer's playing, Evan Peters is in it. I'm like, fuck yeah, I love Evan Peters. American Horror Story's bitching. But like trailer goes on, they show Tron. I'm like, oh fuck yeah. He's got his suit on, he's got his helmet. The helmet slowly deteriorates. I'm like, oh shit, that it's fucking Jared Leto. And I swear, dude, the whole crowd was silent. And you just hear me go.
Oh, I wish we had B-roll when we watched. Dude, imagine live reactions from the Minecraft movie.
Oh my god, it would have been a great episode. A Minecraft movie really rage baited me.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to mention that I completely agree with Blake about the acting. In particular, I think Brad Pitt fucking gives his everything in this film. Like he is like charismatic. He is like towards the end, he's like kind of threatening. He's like everything that character needs to be. If the acting wasn't like perfect in this film, it could have really failed. But like those personalities and the way they perform them are so good and they feel so legitimate. Like Brad Pitt feels like a man's man, and like you could see why all these people would follow him, you know, even if they're really following the narrator.
Yeah.
you can see why they like that machismo. And actually, he's so effective that's why I think a lot of the fucking incels idealize him, because he is so charismatic.
Mhm.
So yeah, Brad Pitt in particular is like fucking incredible in this. I really love him
yeah.
in this.
I thought that like the group's reaction to Robert's death, I thought that was a really good scene where it's like all
Yeah.
those fucking incels can't put two and two together. But like it's also got to be weird because that's the guy that was like, I don't, the twist. I'm so mixed on this damn twist, low key. Like part of me's like, what? So before he assembled this empire of like incel bitches, he blows up his own apartment, and like the police like call him 2 or 3 times, and that's like the big thing. I don't know. Like it's like like there's a few moments where I'm like, yeah, the twist makes sense, and there's other moments where I'm just like, God, how is this supposed to work? Like it feels like it was just like the twist was just like they just had the idea. They're like, okay, well, we tell the story, we make the twist, and hope it works, kind of thing. But like, there's also, I don't hate it. I guess if that makes sense.
Like, it is good in some ways. Like you mentioned how it like kind of like recontextualizes Marla's behavior throughout the
Mm-hmm.
film. However, she reacts to him in a unique way. She's the only person who really questions his behavior, which
Mm-hmm.
leads to like every other character kind of feeling like a dumbass. And the film's justification is that these people literally follow him, like he's a cult leader. Which is fine, but again, like I said, some aspects don't make sense, like how he literally like drags himself
Yeah.
across the
Yeah.
floor and like shit like that. So like, I don't know if I would say it's as bad as where it was just like tacked on at the end because there is setup, but there's
Mm-hmm.
some moments that make sense and some that don't. So I
Yeah.
agree. I'm mixed. I'd say overall I like it. I don't love it, but I like it.
Yeah. Especially like before he sets up the empire, like his incel army, his fucking tape brigade. Like like that shit doesn't make any sense because like why did they not just I don't know, like why did he learn how to fucking make bombs before he met his alter ego or whatever? I don't know. Just a few things like that I'm kind of just like when I'm thinking about it more, I'm like, what? But that doesn't stop the film from being a positive experience watching it. Like I could definitely see why this has a cult following, but I can't understand why it has a fucking incel following.
Bro, it's not even cult. This shit is you don't understand how fucking popular this is. This is one of those like parodied and referenced films of all time. Like it's actually insane. Like so many people have seen this. It has if you look on Letterboxd, pretty sure this has more ratings than any of the films we've watched. I think it actually has more ratings than a few of the films we've watched combined. For example, it has 2 million 5-star ratings. 2 million. Like
Jesus
this is
Christ.
a huge film, like massive part of the culture for a long time. So it's one of those films that's like considered like a must see, like one of those
Yeah.
films that everyone has seen and talks about. But yeah, I've always leaned towards it's good,
Hmm.
but it's not great.
It has 7.5. It's nearly 7.5 million members. So people
Yeah,
that have claimed to see in it.
it's crazy. Like, let me
Almost
look.
750,000 list, which is just bonkers.
Uh,
Yeah, that this has just been one of those films that I've seen referenced in pop culture and like everybody's fucking heard the first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club.
yeah.
Like I've heard that shit all the time.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys see when you log this film that it says that you're going to break the first and second rule of Fight Club? Have you guys logged it yet?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I thought that
funny.
was cute. Yeah, that's really, really funny.
That's why I like Letterbox. It's like the small things that like just kind of make you smile, and Letterbox is a
Yeah.
good app.
Okay, I wanted to mention this because for some reason a lot of films we're watching reminded me of Demolition, like the one that Blake recommended, where there's like there's a car crash scene in the what was it? I Love You, Philip Morris.
Yeah.
There's like a line in this film that has it's like almost the same. If someone's like, you got to reach rock bottom in order to be reborn again. And like the second I
True,
heard
yeah.
that line, yeah, I was like, oh my god, Demolition will not leave me the fuck alone. Like, it's crazy. So I just wanted to bring that up. That was
Yeah.
that was funny to me. I was laughing when I heard that.
What if Blake is literally looking for movies that just start with a car crash?
That's his theme. He
I
really
just have
really
a
likes
secret
movies with
private.
car crashes.
I have
Yeah.
like a secret privated list that says movies that'll piss off Dutch
You
with car crashes.
Oh, all right, I'm ready for my final review. No one?
Okay.
Did we lose Dutch?
First, oh my god, dude, that's a fucking
Hey,
record right there.
45 minutes. And this is the first time he cut
Yeah.
out. Hey,
Bruh.
you went 45 minutes with no cuts. Perfect.
Good
Blake.
job, Dutch.
Blake, if you like car crashes, you should watch the erotic thriller Crash.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a good movie. It's called Crash.
I don't like car crashes.
The cars are metaphor for sex.
Oh, I might watch it.
His next
Sounds
Okay, time for the
time for the
final rating.
ratings. All right. Well, I guess I'll start since this is my rec. I'm in the same boat. I would say it's very good, but not great. The narration overbearing at the start. The tone was kind of weird. The twist was hit or miss. Mainly hit, especially watching. Great acting, especially Helena Bonham Carter, and Brad Pitt. Good pacing. Yeah, overall good film. Could definitely see why this is an all-time classic. I give this a 3.5 stars or a 7 out of 10.
Yep, I agree with mostly everything Tommy's said. I actually like the tone of this, but other than that, the acting's really good. The pacing's really good. I mean, this film is not boring by any means. I lost interest at some points, just because I anticipated the twist. But it's not boring. I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna turn it off. It looks great. I really love the lighting. The 90s style is very funny to me, and I kind of enjoy reliving some of the cinematography and editing of that era. A lot of the lines are really good. A lot of iconic ones, of course, the Fight Club line, but like the one I mentioned before, I haven't been fucked like that since grade school. That line's crazy. I think some of the logic is weird in this film. I think the twist is a mixed bag. But I like this film overall. I enjoy it. I'll probably end up rewatching it again. Not soon, but I will eventually. So I give it a 3.5 stars, 7 out of 10 with a like. Blake?
All
I'll
right.
let go.
All right. All right. All right. So, I really like this movie. The first time I watched it was, fucking amazing. I love the message. I don't get the toxic masculinity problem thing that they go on about. It's interesting. It's very unique to see how people would handle that kind of situation. Love the concept. The book was fucking awesome, dude. I really love the book. And I think they portrayed it in the movie real well. The casting is really great. The acting's just fucking up to par. It's past par. It's fucking awesome. Overall, I gave this a like and a 4 stars.
Shit, we were like kind of all on the
Yeah.
same wavelength there.
Dude, I feel like we kind of went at it at different angles. Like, I kind of talked
Yeah.
about mainly the twist and the tone and Dutch went after like the lighting and the 90s effects, and Blake really like hammered the casting and I was kind of surprised someone read the book.
Yeah, for real. Who reads?
Yeah, for real. You'd have to be a complete loser. Yes.
All right.
Right. Here we
We
go.
are going on to Who Hated It, the segment where we find who hates Fight Club. And I'm going to start off with a half star by Yara. And they say, not enough gay sex.
Of course.
True. This film can't do nothing right.
That'd have been really cool if they would have fucked each other in the ass.
Right.
That'd be like the ultimate, and then the twist right after the climax. Yeah,
Right after his climax.
yeah.
Okay, I got one. All right. This is a half-star review. This is by a girl named Eva, and I completely agree with it. The only thing that would make this film better is if Edward Norton fucked me sideways.
Jesus.
Okay, so she's an Edward Norton enjoyer. I would think everyone would be a Brad Pitt enjoyer, but hey, I see
you
it.
basic sheep.
Brad Pitt's hot.
Dude, you get the same experience by opening your Wii, going to the meme maker, and click create a character, and then the first thing you see, there he is.
That's so mean. What did he do to you,
I
bro?
don't nothing.
That's crazy.
I'm definitely not part of his little incel army, the Tate Brigade, bro.
Oh, the
All right.
Tate Brigade is crazy.
I got a half star. I don't know what he calls his group, bro. I got a half star from FL444. Misogyny the film. Probably really good if you're 15 or an incel.
Like,
Oh
I
my
get,
God.
I think that person is equally missing the point because I
Yeah.
think this film is like anti-toxic masculinity. Again, I don't think it's endorsing what's happening on screen. So that person's missing the point as much as the person who like loves this film because of like idealizing the main
Yeah, like-
character. So
That was kind of like the opposite angle, but on the completely wrong side. Like, it's still
Yeah.
the wrong side.
same problem, but like opposite opinion.
Yeah, dude, the answer's in the middle. Like, okay, so the answer is 5, and some idiot guessed 0, and the other one guessed 10 billion.
Yeah,
They're
for
both
real.
fucking dumb.
Mine is a 2-star review from Chloe. And Chloe says, I think I would have liked it more if it wasn't the favorite film of all of the toxic boys I know, including my ex. Yeah, no,
Oh.
it's definitely not for me. And I understand this review because this comes back to what we were talking about earlier, how like all of the worst
Yeah.
people you know like love this film. So it's like, I wonder where I'm getting at with this, because we kind of explored how stupid it is that incels like this. I'm going to ask this question that's parallel to the question or to the who hated it. Can a fan base ruin a film or a TV show or a story for you guys?
Yes.
Not for me. Like,
Blake, why'd you say yes?
Because I've seen it happen too much before. Okay, hear me
he's
out.
been through the
That's-
fucking fields. Holy
Listen.
shit.
Dutch, I'm gonna fucking. All right, I'm gonna be embarrassed to admit this, but a few like a month or maybe 3 months ago, it was a decent amount of time ago. I heard so much hype around this little show called Has Been Hotel. I want to make this clear. I don't watch anime. I don't watch cartoons. I don't really watch too much TV.
Yeah, you better
The
not.
last show.
Better not be catching
Fuck
you
off.
watching that shit. Fuck
Yeah.
Oh my
you.
god, the last. Hey, shut up. The last show I watched is The Boys, and let me tell you, that's fucking peak. But I'll get to that later. So I watched it, and like I get the premise, and like I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was like stupid entertaining. And then like some more episodes ago, I was like, wow, I really understand the story here. And like I was like, I wonder what other people think of this. So I started watching it and I saw all the fan bases in there, and it's just fucking annoying. Like I get the normal like, ooh, what if this and this happened and shipping left and right, but then it's just stupid. Like there was one depiction like, what if this character was a Nazi? Or like, what if this character had a breeding
What
gimmick?
the
And it's like, what the fuck? It's like after seeing this, I don't even want to watch this shit anymore, and I haven't watched it since because it's fucking weird. And maybe I ran into the wrong fans, but fuck. And
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the show too much anyways. But I bet if I did really like it, I probably still would have stopped watching after seeing all those. And like it's the same thing with Marvel, right? Believe it or not, I used to be a Marvel fan. I used to really like it. I used to watch. Me and my grandpa would go to the theaters every time a movie came out because I was a kid and I like superheroes. And now, like, yeah, I'll still watch them. But like talking to the fans today, it's like, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. Holy shit. It's not that big of a fucking deal. Oh my god. So what if the
Oh,
thing's
God.
eyebrows look just slightly funny? What are you? Go get laid, you fucking virgin. Holy shit.
Are we ready for the doomsday who hated it, bro?
Uh,
Or we
I'm
gotta
gonna
do the who
be-
loved it, bro.
yeah, I'm gonna be on the who hated it of Doomsday. I can't fucking
I-
stand Marvel movies.
Like, listen, they used to be good. Fans made it worse, but that's because the studio made it worse first, and now it's just off, and it sucks.
I guess
It's
Well,
just it's sad. That's my answer.
I wanted to say that I agree with Blake. Like this happened to me with Rick and Morty. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember that fucking shit show.
yeah,
But like
it's not.
watch them
It's,
all.
it's
like-
not that old.
no, but I mean, oh my god, it was like the fucking like
Yep.
Szechuan sauce
Yep,
guy
yep.
and fucking like
Yeah.
all of the culture around that
Oh,
wubba
yeah,
wubba dub dub or whatever the fuck. Like
That
I
shit
went
was
from
so fucking annoying.
That's
Yeah,
something
like-
I never expected to hear from Dutch. Wubba lubba
Yeah.
dub dub.
yeah, well, whatever it is, like it went from like being genuinely like entertaining and good and being like a phenomenon to like the fucking fan base ended up being so cringe that I just couldn't stand to associate with like watching the show publicly anymore. Like I couldn't do it. I just couldn't fucking do it, bro. So yeah, I get where Blake's coming from for sure.
You see, I never left Rick and Morty. I was a true leader, and I kind of just
Yeah.
see. This is my answer and why I answered no. So I've got a couple examples. Rick and Morty got brought up. I hated the fan reaction. It like actually made me embarrassed to fucking watch it and fucking be a part of that shit because the crazy nonsense that these idiots were doing. I'm Pickle Rick. To the point
That's a
where
big one.
there was a couple McDonald's that had to close because a bunch of morons were like, "Bring back the Szechuan sauce." But I don't know. I guess for me, when it comes to my entertainment, I watch what I want to watch, and I don't really let that shit bother me. Like I've watched all 8 seasons of Rick and Morty, despite the shitty fucking fan base that's part of.
Yeah.
And I guess another
Oh, man,
example
you
for
know-
me would be Nintendo. Like there are some D1 Nintendo glazers that oh my god.
Yeah.
I actually just fucking realized this. Right in front of me in my setup, there's a giant Morty mask that I've just had in my room for 5 years. And I'm staring at Morty as I'm talking about this. Like he is eye level.
He's judging you.
He's got this
Dude, you know
fucking
what else
big frown on his face.
this reminds me of the Stranger Things shit.
Oh,
I watched
yeah.
I watched the entirety of Stranger Things, and I'll tell you, I thought maybe one season was good,
Mhm.
and like watching all the fans after that shit, it's fucked up.
Can I give
It's
a hot
really
take?
fucked up.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Hot take. No, precisely 0 seasons of Stranger Thing is good, and every person who thinks it's good should be genuinely rounded up and have their right to vote taken away.
Have you
Well-
watched it all?
I watched the first season back when everyone was fucking on its dick, giving it fucking cowgirl style sex and pretending it was like the greatest thing they'd ever seen. Thought it was the most nostalgia bait 80s fucking boring, dumb, bad CGI, flat lighting, boring generic story I've ever seen. Then I worked at a fucking bookstore, and every time there was a season finale, I had all the fat chuds and their teenage kids come in and tell me how the fucking season finale was coming out. I'm like, oh my god, have you seen Stranger Things? No, I haven't seen fucking
God.
Stranger Things. Go fuck someone. Go do something in your life.
When the
Oh my
fat
God.
chuds walk into the
The fat
bookstore and
chuds.
start talking to the employee, but
Did
Anyway.
they even read books, dude?
back to before I forget what the fuck I was talking about, but like I do want to say that my continued support of watching and supporting things like the fan base doesn't affect it too much. But when it comes to getting into something, like I really wanted to watch Squid Game when it first came out, but like the fucking obsession over that show kind of turned me off of it a little bit. And same with Stranger Things, like it deters me from starting it. But when it comes to like if I like something, I'm gonna continue to watch it and play it. Like Nintendo, Like these D1 Nintendo glazers and like the Nintendo was just for kids bullshit has not played Super Mario Galaxy like how I've played Super Mario Galaxy, bro. Now, when Nintendo is a bitch, I'll be the first fucking one to raise my pitchforks and be like, what the fuck? Like with the Mario Galaxy movie, like that shit is an abomination. And it just makes me more and more angry every time I think about it. But like when it comes
Yeah.
to starting something, it makes it way harder, the fan base. Like Squid Game, Stranger Things, trying to think of other things. Trying to think of other like obsessive fan bases.
Star Wars is a big one.
So yeah, Star Wars, but it's kind of less now than it was like 10 years ago. At least
Yeah,
for
but I
me.
feel like the Star Wars people are like have like their own like culture going on. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
hmm Yeah, I can't really
Alright,
think of
I
anything
have
off the top of the
another-
dome. Like I guess maybe like Pokemon, but I
Really?
haven't. Yeah, Pokemon's got like especially when Pokemon Go was big. It made me not want to play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I didn't play Pokemon Go because everyone was on it,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I get where you're coming from.
My dad would literally be like, "Hey, come to the store," and I'm like, "What? You can't drive?" And he's like, "We're walking to Chiefs." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, there's 4 Pokestops," and I'm like, "What?" But he was obsessed with that game.
Uh,
I guess it's good if you're walking. Like it's yeah, whatever, bro. I was just never into it. Trying to think of other things. Yeah.
hey, one of my who hated it started a conversation. That's the first time ever.
Yeah.
Usually it's just a meme from me.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
I got it. Who hated it? Got it. Who hated it?
All right,
Alright.
I think it. Who is
Okay.
it? Is it Blake or
Me.
Tommy?
like
It's
Okay.
me. Okay, I got a review here by TV Educator. They gave it a half star, and it goes, Brad Pitt. Movies is your food. Cars are your water. Mickey Mouse is Jesus. Sports Illustrated is the Bible. Quote, everybody else in the movie. Wow, that's so true. I'm gonna be a domestic terrorist.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
That's
All right.
I gotta
Who is
find
it?
my.
Is it Tommy?
Yeah, I think so.
Do I have fucking Alzheimer's? Like actually, there's 3 people and I forget the order every single time.
Every time.
I can't help it, bro.
All right, half star. This one's from Handy Films. I don't find movies glorifying delusion or rationalizing untreated mental illness and its self-inflicted harm as a call to action against the world and its people. I've seen far too many acclaimed anarchist and unstable young minds use this movie as their Magna Carta to justify actions and beliefs. Annoying and cringy. I hate seeing it on every neckbeard's list of great movies. It's more of a red flag than a great find. Seek help. Don't feed the delusion.
Hey, again, I think this person has an issue with understanding that this film does not endorse what's happening on fucking screen.
Yeah,
I don't get these people. It doesn't endorse this. Just sure, he's right. A lot of the audience misinterprets this film, and you have a lot of the worst people you know fucking idealizing it. But this film, in itself, is not endorsing that. So I don't get that fucking perspective at all, unless that guy also thinks that this film is endorsing that very ideology. So he is misunderstanding this film as well.
It's like watching a World War II documentary with the Nazis and Hitler and saying because Hitler was on screen, therefore the History Channel supports Nazis.
Exactly. It's the
so
same thing.
Dumb. I don't get
Yeah.
it. And like it's constant all the time. All the time. It's so ridiculous.
And it's from both perspectives here. And not to say that like, oh, left and right are the same. No. If you're watching this, the right sucks, they're evil, and the left is good. Sorry, fuck you if you disagree. Leave my podcast. But the point is that they're both misinterpreting this film, and both of them are somehow coming to an agreement that this film is endorsing what it's showing. No, it's not. It's so stupid.
Dude, you know it's bad when both political parties agree, bro.
Well, I know there's leftists,
Yeah.
like leftists who genuinely understand how this is being interpreted because I've
Mhm.
seen good leftist video
Yeah.
essays on how this
Yeah,
film
yeah.
is weaponized with a manosphere. But I guess a lot of the letterboxed who hated it people just do not have that high of IQ. So
It just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, it's just people. I don't know. People don't pay attention, I guess, or I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
All right. I've got a half star from Zainab. This person says, I hate seeing men happy.
Uh, Sorry that I'm enjoying making this podcast. I hope you're not watching this episode because I'm having fun. I pray that that is a joke. I hope that it has not gotten to the point where we can't watch other human beings be happy.
I'm sorry for the guy that fucks her. Jesus.
Hey, you don't know it's a her.
Yeah, dude,
You don't know that.
I hate
Fuck
fellow
that guy.
men. I
Holy
hate
shit.
seeing. I only like women.
I,
What?
I wanted to read that one just to rage bait you two, and it worked.
I can't
You hurt
tell.
my fucking
Like
masculinity,
that's what
bro.
sucks about these reviews. I can't tell the context. Like if it's being ironic, then I guess it's funny.
Okay.
Like
Okay. This is a half-star review by a person named Pastor's Kid. Okay. They said, this is a good plot, but the end was low-key triggering and left me feeling manic. I don't know what the movie's supposed to portray, but I didn't like the way it made me feel. But it's still good. I probably won't watch it again. Low-key triggering.
wait, what was the review?
Shut
Like
the
what was the star review?
fuck up. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait,
I
what
just gave it a star.
it was what?
1 star?
Oh, sorry. I didn't say the star. Yeah, sorry. It was a half star.
But bro said film was pretty good, but it triggered me. What?
Yeah, I recognize this kind of attitude. I'm gonna try to say this in a way that doesn't make me come off as an egomaniac, but like when you talk to like a normie and they talk about a politics or a movie or anything they have an opinion on, they have this tendency to doubt themselves and like whether they like it or dislike it. Say they like it, they'll like coat their likes with like, I know this was bad, I'm not sure, blah blah blah, or they dislike it, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like some of it was good. Like they can't have like a confident, assertive opinion about something. So it's like kind of how we just witnessed it. Like I've heard those exact sentences come out of people, and it just shows like a lack of confidence in their own like media literacy and their own opinions.
Yeah, grow a set of balls. And if you're a woman,
Yeah.
grow a pair of tits.
Yeah, and let me touch your balls if you have them. I want to touch your balls.
Yeah.
Show me your balls.
Yeah, I
So yeah,
definitely- like if you're not even that confident in your own opinion, why leave a half star?
I
Why
don't know.
not just
It
rate
seems-
everything a 2.5 and say, "Oh, it was."
Just message to that person. I don't know you, but like if you're gonna leave reviews, have confidence in what you believe in, and like if this film really did fucking upset you, like well, I mean, for one, I think I like films that upset me. I don't understand wanting to be comfortable with all the media you consume, but if you have this opinion, say it like confidently and just fucking shoot it out into the world. Don't speak and like half speak like someone's gonna like criticize you and punch you because of your opinion.
Yeah, we only get one shot at life. We can't be spending it fucking worried about what other people are fucking doing.
Exactly.
All right, well, it's my go round. This is a half star by Nodes of Ranveer. The only female character was heavily sexualized. Guess the film's plot from the beginning. Feel as though the storyline could have been executed better. Personally, watching men injure each other for fun is not intellectually stimulating nor interesting to watch. Oh my god, Jesus.
Sure, but there's subtext around why the men are fighting each other. It's not just dudes fighting. You're not watching a fucking MMA fight. It's a movie. There's more than just the dudes fighting.
Yeah, and also like your biggest takeaway from Marla, I think is her name, was that she was heavily sexualized. Just shows me you cannot fucking put
Yeah.
context into your brain.
Not that she was someone who was like equally damaged to the men and like finding
Yeah.
her own ways to like cope and escape through like
Mhm.
drugs and sex and relationships. No,
Yeah.
it's
She
just
was.
like nope, she's just sexualized, so it's bad.
She,
So it's like
so, is that like the takeaway? They have sex once, so therefore immediately sexualized character, and that's your
it's not
takeaway.
even much nudity or
No,
anything
it
in
was
this movie.
literally like,
Maybe like one frame for like
yeah,
like during the
it was like
dream
the
sequence.
weird like, I forgot, wasn't that like Vision like almost animated like a video game fucking, like I forgot
What?
how that scene was.
What scene?
The scene where like he visioned himself having sex with her, and then wakes up and they
No,
had
that
like
was
this
just real.
weird.
It was just flashes. Just like
Yeah, it was literally
yeah.
flashes, and I guess the fucking did the moaning get him that bad where he's just like, oh, well. This guy attempts to blindfold puzzles, but yeah, he doesn't even know how to open the damn box. Fucking,
Yeah.
I don't get
All
it.
right.
Bro.
Is that all of the who hated it?
That was my third one,
Did Blake?
and I went
Blake,
first.
did you have
You guys should both have one more.
really?
I did
I think
three.
I read 3. Yeah, I read 3.
I read 3.
Yeah.
Did I read 4? I started.
Maybe you read 4. Yeah, I definitely read 3. I just looked at my 3.
Whoa, I guess I'm an overachiever.
Okay, I want to say before we move on to my Rick, Tommy, did you read my review for the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say I remember leaving a note when I was like on the good seasons of Game of Thrones in the podcast about how happy I was. And I just is my note for like how much I want to kill myself. That was genuinely like the worst fall off in writing I've ever seen in any
Mhm.
piece of media. Like I actually can't believe it. And I just want to tell you two, whenever you're feeling sad, I just want to say this. These writers who wrote this could have been toddlers and had the same level of writing. So if you're ever worried that a piece of art you're making sucks or that you're not good enough to become a multi-billion-dollar writer, don't worry about it. Because now I know that even toddlers can get hired to write television and movies. So thank you, the end of Game of Thrones, for showing me that I could have written high and on drugs and on alcohol a better ending for a multi-billion-dollar production. Thank you, Game of Thrones. Really, really great shit. Go fuck yourself.
Dude, I literally like, because I'm pretty sure like the start of season 8 you gave like decently high scores to, and I was like, oh wait, maybe he's gonna enjoy it and he's gonna have a hot take. And then I saw like the 3s and 4s and then the 1-1 to end it off. That's gotta suck to end a fucking show that you love that much like that shit.
It did suck because the show was really good, and I gave it an overall 4.5. And I love and adore the first 4 seasons and season 6, but like watching the end of that, like that second to last episode, especially, I think was actually the worst episode of the show. To the point where I was so rage baited that I just Blake, you should go to the end of my Game of Thrones review. It's like pinned on my account. I literally just like start screaming at the
Yeah,
like full
yeah.
cap screaming. I couldn't fucking stand it. It was some of the worst shit I've ever seen.
Um,
But yeah.
It was fun to follow along those episode reviews, but I'm definitely glad you're gonna go back to having everything like. Well, when you watch films, the letterbox is like really open and obvious everything. So
Yeah, and I've
all
watched.
I see is the Game of Thrones IMAX experience. How the fuck?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, go onto my
Oh.
profile, scroll down. Like, don't click on the one that I like. Don't click on the recent activity one because that's just like an overall paragraph about the whole show. So
Yeah.
just like scroll down. It's pinned on my account right below Stalker.
oh wait, did you
Click
send
on that.
one?
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see 2 1 out of 10s, and those 2 reviews are that. But yeah, you could read that right after we're done with the podcast. Anyway, just wanted to bring up that. Yeah, I love Game of Thrones. The ending literally like gave me a second wind in life because it proved that I can make anything and become successful.
Yeah.
All right, so on to the rating. Or the rating. Oh my god, fuck me. On to the
You lost
recommendation.
rec privilege for mistake.
No!
Yeah.
So, I wanted to do something interesting this week. This film, and in particular, this director is very controversial. A lot of people love him. Me. He's one of my favorites, top 5. And a lot of people really hate him. So, I wanted to recommend something that I love, unironically, not like in the Neil Breen fashion. Something I love, and a director I love, and I wanted to test the waters and see what kind of reactions you'll have to, in my opinion, his most extreme film. It also happens to be my second favorite film from him because my first favorite film from him is in my top 4. So, who is it? Yorgos Lanthimos, the director of Poor Things. And my recommendation is Dogtooth, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos.
Oh, I've seen this.
You've not
No,
seen
I'm
Dogtooth. There's no way you've seen Dogtooth.
No, I haven't. I'm joking.
So this film is very interesting. I love it. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm just gonna say that already. It's from Yorgos Lanthimos, one of my favorite directors. Poor Things is in my top 4. I know, Tommy, you've seen Poor Things and you liked it, so I think you'll be more likely to watch this. However, I think this film's more extreme than Poor Things in the departments that Poor Things was extreme in. I'm not trying to like spoil Blake or like spoil people who don't know what I'm talking about.
Am I weird for thinking that Poor Things wasn't like super extreme?
Yeah, I think you are weird. I think Poor Things is definitely like pretty extreme. I like, almost you can have a lot of nudity in a film.
Like just the nudity, or
yeah, it's just tons of nudity. I don't think it's like crazy or anything. I love Poor Things, but for a general audience, like I've seen general audiences watch films with no nudity and like a little bit of sex and say like, oh, it was like almost porn. Like you're just out. I'm telling you, like Tommy, you and I are out of step with what general audiences will accept.
I'm completely out of touch with, I guess, general people.
So this I'll explain why this is so extreme. I wish I could spoil why now, but I'll bring it up when we talk about it. There's a specific element that makes this film really awesome and interesting to me, and makes it significantly more brave than other films of its genre and other films, even from the director. So this film you could hate, you really could, or you could love it. It has a 3.7 on Letterboxd, so it's still high, but it's more mixed than some of the previous films that I have recommended in the past. So this for Blake will be, I mean, you've seen Lynch now, you've seen Bergman, so this will be Blake's first Lanthimos, one of my favorite directors. This will be your second Lanthimos, Tommy. Yeah. So this will be an interesting episode. I'm excited for it.
Well, I'm excited to get back on track. I want to record more.
Yeah,
Past couple times we've been fucking getting cooked with our schedules, but hopefully I'm not sick anymore, bro. I feel like I've been sick forever. I just want to know the feeling of breathing through my nose again. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll be watching this on Tuesday because that's when Tabby's busy. This is not a watch with your family type of movie.
Family watch tonight, Poor Things, and then followed by Dogtooth.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun watch, I think, for Tommy. I think Tommy's more likely to like this. Blake, complete mystery, no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So is this like if he likes Dogtooth, he'll like Poor Things, or if he likes Poor Things, he'll like Dogtooth?
If he likes Dogtooth, he will love Poor Things because this film like is way more like pure. Like it. How do I explain it? Poor Things has like a stylization and like other elements. This is just like pure, unadulterated Yorgos Lanthimos. Just like holy shit! Like if he likes this film, he will absolutely love. Poor
What
Things.
if he likes one and not the other? You start questioning him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like I'm actually unique in this regard because a lot of people who like Yorgos Lanthimos, their favorite film is either Poor Things or there's some people who don't like Poor Things, but like another film he made called Killing of the Sacred Deer. That's a lot of people's favorite film from him. And not a lot of people talk about Dogtooth. However, I actually think Killing of the Sacred Deer is like one of his mid films, and Dogtooth is up there. Like if Poor Things wasn't in my top 4, Dogtooth would be like like a really amazing film
Yeah,
from a
yeah,
great
yeah.
director that I talk about a lot. But yeah, so let me know. Don't watch us around your family. Don't watch us at work. I'm telling you, whatever you think is extreme with your guys' movies. Yeah, you got a rude awakening with this one. So
All right, well,
um, enjoy.
11 episodes
Alright.
in. That was a good episode. This was our second longest recording one.
Hell yeah,
We're
that
at
was
an
good.
hour 20 right now.
Yeah, an hour 40 was Blue Velvet in the
Yeah.
Oscars.
And that one we had like a full Oscar prediction and we did reviews on like 4 movies, but that was a good conversation, I think.
Yeah, we talked about a lot. I had a good conversation, good energy. I'm happy.
When's it my turn, Derek?
Uh, you got a minute. It's Blake next.
Yes.
Oh fuck! All right, I'll go look. Okay.
Recommend something good, okay? We're trying to get back on
Yeah.
the
Nah,
path here.
Fuck you. I'm fucking. I'm
I'm
gonna
just-
recommend fucking porn, dude, and we're gonna
Good
fucking
one.
talk about.
Good one,
You
man.
recommend porn, bro.
Oh no,
We're
don't
gonna
do that.
crazy
Oh no.
too. We're gonna recommend Step
Cinematography was
Bros
great. The color
instead.
grading was excellent. The editing
Yeah.
was superb.
The plot was on par.
Oh yes, the acting was pretty decent.
All right.
Porn. We're gonna invite a porn director for episode 20, bro.
That's just me. That's just me.
Just you.
All right, we had a good episode. I'm gonna wrap up and go do something else with my day.
I have had to piss for the last 15 minutes. This has been a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna take the first piss break of the B-roll podcast.
The longest, like the second longest episode we done, and Tommy's sick. How do you feel?
Dude, if this wasn't like a great conversation, like if this was a stale conversation, I think I would be dead. But because I was able to kind of use my flow, I've actually downed 2 cups of Mountain Dew. I was worried that my voice was gonna be bad, so I have
fine.
I have a tissues, and I had 2 cups of Mountain Dew just to kind of keep drinking while I'm talking. But yeah, those are gone. So now I'm an empty gas. I'm on E.
Also, I don't know if I have to say this, but the same thing for this applies to Autumn Sonata. That did apply to Autumn Sonata. Watch, it's Greek. It's a Greek foreign film. Watch it in Greek with subtitles, please. Any film I ever recommend that's foreign, never watch it dubbed, please. Same for the audience.
Hello, I am Matthew.
Because I think the delivery in this film is very Yorgos. It's very flat delivery, like almost robotic, and that is a massive part of Yorgos's writing. So I think you'll be ruining a massive component of the film if you watch it dubbed. So
sorry. Tyler's on his way to my house for recording. That's on Saturday.
That's awesome. He's coming early. It's a long drive.
Oh shit.
So I gotta get on the phone with him. Oh, all right. Well, thank you guys for your support, especially last episode. That was our most popular video. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope you have an amazing start to your work week.
Love you. Bye.
Woo!
Bye.